Hello, and welcome to Dice Voyeurs. This is the second of our interview series from Indie PopCon.
Now, I would definitely want to point out, we are doing this
we are
post-discussion from Indie PopCon. We are actually at a place in Tomball, Texas called Phase 1 Games and Comics. Comics and Games. Mm-hmm. And it's a really, really nice store. Highly recommend it if you come into Tomball. It also has I love that it has a official Disney gallery in the back of it for you to go and see really amazing pieces of art. They also have had local artists here whose works that they sell. I really enjoy this place.
It's very cool, very cool.
But back to what we were discussing. So we're actually going to be talking about Level Up Dice, which was a company that does what they call luxury dice sets. You know, that's specifically the market that they are looking into.
Yeah, we're talking high-end minerals being used to make these dice. I think malachite was in there. I can't remember them all right now.
There was bone. There were different
gemstones.
gemstones.
But that's not a mineral. I'm talking like gem minerals that they were using. You pay for them, and they would not be something that if we were to own a set, we could not. I could not let go of the budget enough to pick up a set at Indie PopCon, but they are based out of Australia, so they can't, and so obviously they have to have a shipping. I think they have a North American branch that was actually present at Indie PopCon.
And that's actually their floor team, and they actually go to cons all over the world. They actually had just been in Europe the previous weekend.
Oh, okay.
So they're really good.
Yeah, no, it was phenomenal. All the people looked. I mean, they just look like fun people to be around, but their dice were amazing. If we ever had a set, they would go in a display case because I would be horrified that something would chip.
Yeah. Now, getting back to what we do, let's talk a little bit about trivia really quickly. So, expensive dice is pretty much the thing on the market right now that we're discussing.
Yeah, artisan dice are huge right now.
Yeah, but the most expensive dice ever sold was $880, and it was a dice that was exactly 0.00016 grams of brass, and it was a six-sided dice that measured at 0.3 millimeters each side.
Itty bitty.
Oh, yeah, tiny as anything, and it sold for that much.
I think I've seen a microscopic image of it or something, you know.
It made news when they made it, but other than that, the most expensive dice set out in the world right now is actually from a company called Crystal Cast, and they sell what they call their meteorite dwarven stone for $200 on their website.
Yeah, sorry guys, not gonna buy it.
You better come with a real dwarf.
No, it's neat, but I've spent a lot of money on mini dice. To spend that kind of money on a single or a set of dice that I might not want to play with, because that price tag would probably make me not want to play with it. Yeah. Would make me want to keep it nice and keep it safe. So.
And it has a very specific audience that's looking for. Now at the same time, I do,
and they're finding it, because if they weren't, then their price would not be.
And I will say this, and this is something I really like about Level Up Dice from when I talk to them, and that is that they will meet artisans at conventions, buy their stuff, and allow them to set their price on it and sell it at other conventions.
Now that
to
is
get
really
word
cool.
out for other artisans, which I think is amazing.
That is really cool. Yeah, so that's something that we will. That's really neat. I haven't listened to any of these interviews yet, so I'm getting new information too as we listen to these interviews.
But so we got to talk to Level Up Dice, and here is the interview.
So hi, and welcome to Dice Voyeurs. This is John, and I'm here at Indie PopCon with
Justice Hughes.
And we are here at the booth for Level Up Dice. So what can you tell me about Level Up Dice?
Level Up Dice is a luxury dice and gaming accessory company. We're actually Australian-based. We started about 2.5 years ago, and we moved into the U.S. and started doing conventions here last year with PAX South as our first show.
Okay, so in San Antonio. So are y'all going to be going back to that one pretty soon?
We absolutely are. Well, next January. We're there again this January, and we'll keep going back. We love PAX.
Absolutely, yeah. We were actually at PAX Unplugged, and we live in Texas, so PAX South is really close for us.
Perfect.
So awesome. So what other conventions are y'all going to be going to?
So next week we're actually going to be at Origins, and then we'll be at Too Many Games in Philadelphia, and we've got a jam-packed scheduled for August through November, starting with RTX Austin and Gen Con first weekend, and then we'll be moving through Boston for Boston FanCon, Michigan Comic-Con in Detroit, and then down to Chicago for Wizard World, and then we just keep going from there. We're going to be in Europe as well. We're going to be at RTX London and MCM London, and we're going to Glasgow and we're going to London. Two shows there.
No, we got some people who follow us there right now. We got people in London. There's a great gaming community there right now. So, have you all already hit Europe before?
We were at Play Paris 2 months ago, and that was amazing.
So you get around. Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, cool. Well, tell me a little bit about the dice that y'all do.
So we do, like I said, luxury gaming dice. We do two of our biggest lines are our semi-precious stones. Those are all going to be handcrafted, and each one is unique. We do this cool little white glove 5-star process when you purchase one of our sets. We actually pull up two, and you compare them side by side because we really want you to get the coloration and the size and shape and everything that you really want. And then our other main line is our aluminiums, and those are going to be anodized. We've got 45 different colors right now. We were the first company in the world to have a full 3-color anodized. Pardon me.
That's great because the metal plating is hard to do.
It is. But it really does make for a striking product.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So altogether, right now in front of me, I've got some dice here. We got one of the gemstone dice. I'm taking.
That's actually our first bone dice. That's made from a single piece of yak horn.
Okay.
Domesticated horn from a domesticated yak.
Nice.
Single piece, no fillers, no polymer, no resin, no bone meal, nothing like that.
It's got a great color to it here, and now that you say bone, I can definitely tell. And the weight is really nice, and the definition on the side's great. Definition on the numbering.
It's nice and easy to read. It's got a really nice finger feel to it, the texture on the surface, and it ranges from this beautiful cream color all the way up to a dark black. And we do, for our bone, as well as our wood, we do CNC. So they're the most precise wooden dice on the market based on center of gravity.
Nice. All right. So y'all do like centrifuge, or y'all use the balancing technique in cups?
We actually have a special arm that weighs as it carves. So it's weighing center of gravity.
That is great.
We've got some pretty cool things. I know this won't show up on the podcast, obviously, but if you compare the same number on any two of our dice, like the 20s here, you can see the 20 on this one is deeper than that one. And that's going to be consistent across all our dice. No two are going to be exactly the same because we don't carve the numbers until the very end. And that is part of that precision process that gives us that ultimate precision with the metal dice.
That's great. Okay, and so, y'all do a series of metal dice, gemstone, bone, and then are these from y'all as well, the dice bags and dice trays? Or?
So actually, everything in this cabinet is done by outside artisans. When we're at a convention, we look for people that are doing something that promotes our brand, and it helps draw people into the booth, so we don't actually make a whole lot on the dice. It's more, on the bags and stuff. That's more to get artist names out there. We let them set the margins, we let them set their prices, and we just take them all around the world.
Oh, that is great. Well, thank you so much for supporting the community in that way, and again, thank you for letting us take a look at your dice. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely, it was my pleasure.
You've been listening to Dice Voyeurs. Please subscribe to get our episodes as soon as they release. For more information about us, check out PassionNerdly.com, at PassionNerdly on Twitter and Instagram, as well as Facebook.com/PassionNerdly. Also, if you're interested in supporting our show, look us up at Patreon.com/PassionNerdly. Once again, thank you for listening.
This has been a production of the Southgate Media Group. For more podcasts like this one, head over to SouthgateMediaGroup.com.